The Central region is a land of diverse ethnic identities with long-standing relics, picturesque and poetic landscapes, especially to mention the music with convergence of quintessence such as Chèo, Tuồng, Tân Cổ, and so on. In specific, Huế Royal Court music is considered as an indispensable feature for Central music in general and Huế in particular. Royal Court music Huế, a priceless traditional value, need to be respected and preserved.
Oh my God, Huế is so beautiful. Yeah, I know. We've been to so many places, the market, the river, and even the museum. Wait, did you hear that? What? Wait, I hear it too. Sounds familiar. I know.
Huế Royal Court music is a ubiquitous type of music during the feudal periods, usually performed on festive occasions, especially the king's coronation, death, and other solemn festivals during the Ming Dynasty. Basically, Vietnamese etiquette and ritual music in temples as well as ritual ones played in funerals or weddings all were divided into two main groups, literary faction and martial art faction. Within the atmospheric Central Highlands gong, it also considered as an intangible heritage of humanity.
What? You missed something. Let me tell you.
The reign of King Định in 10th century, nhã nhạc appeared. However, due to the historical situation and circumstances at that time, there were no documents to be left until Tiền Lê reign. According to the documents recorded from history books, nhã nhạc originated in the Lê dynasty 1427-1788 and became highly institutionalized and confided under the Nguyễn Magnates. As a symbol of dynastic power and longevity, nhã nhạc became an essential part of the rituals of the royal palace. Huế court music is the last vestige of Vietnamese court music and it has been developed over 1,000 years. Lý Trần, the royal music was quite clear. History books record court dance of Lý dynasty had been influenced by Chiêm Thành. In the Trần dynasty, royal dance and music activities were abundant in times and arrangements organized with orchestra and mini music. During this period, nhã nhạc was stable and formalized the Vietnamese traditional music language to distinguish the royal musical instruments from the folk instruments. Under the Lê, Mạc, Trịnh, and Nguyễn dynasties, the royal court music underwent a period of decline due to the historical circumstances at that time. In the Nguyễn dynasty, royal music flew on again. The organizational institutions from Lê dynasty were inherited and developed widely, especially the royal opera was considered as reaching a high level under the Nguyễn dynasty. Songs of Nguyễn dynasty are divided into hundreds of music chapters with lyrics in Chinese characters. After Gia Long was crowned until the death of Tự Đức, the royal music was restored, recognized, and thrived. According to historical records, the golden age of nhã nhạc was under the Nguyễn dynasty before the fall of Phú Xuân capital. The events that shook Vietnam in the 20th century, especially the fall of the monarchy and decades of war, seriously threatened the survival of nhã nhạc. In 1942, Huế royal music was performed during the ceremony of Chinan ceremony, which was the last time the music was used in the Nguyễn dynasty. On August 1945, when the last emperor of the Nguyễn dynasty abdicated, the royal music no longer had the opportunity to use and develop. Hue Imperial Music loses its position of social function. The original performing environment went through recessions and was at risk of loss. It was not until the late 20th century that the music was gradually restored and then began a new position in the international arena when it became the masterpiece of intangible heritage and oral traditional of man in November 2003. While the largest foreign influence on court music came from the Ming Dynasty Janat court. Later on, there were also adaptations of a few factors which came from chambers music, in which the Vietnamese court fell intriguing. It is believed that court music did not truly reach the pinnacle of its development until the Nguyen Dynasty, when it was standardized. The Nguyen emperors declared it as the official court music. Since then, it became an essential part of the extensive rituals of the royal palace.
And now there's the popular songs, and there are Tam Lung Cổ Truyện performed to play for a peaceful and prosperous nation. Ngũ Đối Thượng, Ngũ Hạ are recited when the king carries a thurible for offerings. Triệu Miêu, Thế Miêu, Long Ngâm is used when a king offers incense. Nam Ai, Nam Bình, used for classical drama. Tượng In, the scenes of separation, farewell, and mourning when someone in the royal family passes away. Hạp Ngũ Liên Hoàng is used when a banquet, when the king welcomes distinguished guests. Baghdad, used in Zhao, Miêu, Gia Tak, historical kings, and Confucius worshipping ceremonies. Thiên Xuân, birthday of the prince, the successor to the throne. Trinh Từ Tập Khánh, used in Tu Ngụ, Tuấn Đài, Khanh ceremonies for wealthy people and of a powerful country. Nữ tướng xuất quân, used on the days of victory, Nguyen Dynasty and Throwing Day. Lunar calendar, May 2nd at Great Night. Banquets and receptions for foreign ambassadors. Lục Triều Hoa, Ma Đặng on Nguyen Dynasty and Throwing Day for the watching of the people masses in front of Phu Văn Lộc.
Hey, how the heck did you even know that? You're not from here.
Well, mystery makes the women's famous.
So, do you know anything about its feature?
Hey Fox, in this case, would you like to see a real performance? Shall we? Let's go.
Trăng sao lòng
Đời sống càng nghĩ lại càng thương, lặng tai nghe tiếng nhạc, lòng suối nhớ bạn em như vàng kim. Ông hoa không cây nghiêng để cho già thiềm cứu mang, giống mơ màng cứ tưởng vào lòng chân như chưa hỡi người đi xa, ôi có thấu nói này chăng, đắng cay vì tình hà chuyện chi cho mình cứ trăng trồng nắm canh cho mong mỏi mây xanh. Thở rồi than chiêm nhang thầu nói này chăng.
So, after all, we will introduce you about the feature of nhã nhạc cung đình Huế. Firstly, let's talk about the art value. According to Nguyễn Dynasty history books, there are 12 ceremonies. Each of them contain the full range of chapters and 126 songs with fulfilled original lyrics and translations. The orchestra section consisted of 6 times: nhã nhạc, đàn huyền, đại nhạc, and so on. All kinds of orchestra, melodies, singing programs, and others are performed by very talented musicians, singers, dancers of the whole country. Music has cemented durably with many ceremonies and become the majestic voice capable of harmonizing heaven and earth, gods and ancestors. In fact, it is also considered as the most priceless value and nation prosperity.
Asserting culture and tradition of nation on 7th November 2003, Huế Royal Court Music is considered by UNESCO as the masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity. According to UNESCO evaluation, only Huế Royal Court Music is eligible for National Greatest Heritage among all musical traditions in Vietnam. Yet, despite this development during the 13th century, Huế Royal Court Music is to be the most completed and fulfilled music genre. This has asserted a position for Vietnam to join many countries all over the world, and now it is certainly well preserved and has great contribution for many kinds of world cultural and natural heritage. Foreigners who have watched Huế Royal Court Music for the very first time gave many compliments, and so there are more and more foreigners long for visiting Vietnam because of the unforgettable memory of this kind of music.
Preserving and promoting after year of 2003, the third Huế Festival originated successfully in honor of Royal Court Music. On September, a training class was opened at Huế Art University and first started with 15 members in order to teach people about Huế Royal Court Music. In 2012, Huế Relic Reserve Center invited 2 performers who had joined previously in Hoa Thành music team back in the Nguyễn Dynasty and brought back court music.
Especially Tứ Đại Cảnh. Legend has it that the song Tứ Đại Cảnh, whose author is Từ Đức, is composed to sing the praises of four seasons of heaven and earth: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. On the other hand, it is said that the king wrote this song to show his respect for four scenes of success, including Gia Long King Minh Mạng, Thiệu Trị, and Tự Đức.
It is mentioned in a poem called The Unknown River. Ai đặt tên cho dòng sông of Hoàng Phủ Ngọc Tường in particular, and in Kiều Stories, truyện Kiều of Nguyễn Du, one of the most famous work in general.
Nguyễn Du đã bao năm lênh đênh trên quãng sông này với một phiến trăng sầu, và từ đó những bản đàn đã đi suốt đời Kiều. Tôi đã chứng kiến một người nghệ nhân già chơi đàn hết nửa thế kỷ. Một buổi tối ngồi nghe con gái đọc Kiều: trông như tiếng hạt bay qua, đục như tiếng suối mới xa nửa vời. Đến câu ấy, người nghệ nhân chợt nhổm dậy vỗ đùi, chỉ vào trang sách quyển Du mà thốt lên: đó chính là tứ đại cảnh.
Tứ đại cảnh in the heritage of Huế Chamber Concert includes about 60 vocal works of instrumental music in two majorities, Northern tone, Southern tone, and a system that expresses many characteristic emotional nuances.
It has southern tone, but not too added, but a little bit sound northern, often bringing the feeling of being adrift, dazing with longing for grief and having a liking for place and its people.
Tứ đại cảnh, as well as other Huế songs, the lyrics must be compiled with the sound at the instruments, and if there are not many instruments, such as the zither, the lute, the erhu, the mace, etc. In case two kinds needed are zither and one lute, the clear and light sound of the zither harmonize with the bass and opacity sound of the lute contribute to a great harmony for the lyrics.
They have two different versions for duets. However, in the four major scenes, the role of zither is more outstanding, and if there's a lack of a lute, the zither is performed singly by the singer. Moreover, Tứ Đại Cảnh is a complete version that can be solo, so if it is presented by a talented artist, the listener must be amazed.
duyên hai dân là nửa sao lòng lại vẫn đi vương.
Royal court music is a ubiquitous type of music. Nó nhìn ghê quá.
Tao tức mà tao không tả được luôn các bạn. Tao tức mà tao không phải nói được thành lời. Tao không an tâm được cái này luôn á trời. Nó dựa làm sao vậy nè?
Mỹ không có.
Quay rồi luôn á. Đăng đi. Hey court.
Catch a bride.
Mày chưa? Trời ơi, chơi gì? Xin lỗi. Ê, không phải tao. Không tao. Rồi dán lên cái cửa đi. Căng lên em. Em ơi căng lên đi. Em ơi căng người em ơi. Em ơi căng ra bên kia em ơi. Nó là đi về. Tao đi về. Tao đi cắt gì lại chứ mà đầu đi em ơi. According to the Nguyễn Dynasty history books, there are you ai sao chính tả? Cái đây.
Wow.
Hey! See the man now! Run! They come back! They man they come anything!
I swear they create no better for me.
For making me run! I swear Alice you dey mad. It's just to teach you small lesson. If I be mumu, then you be coward, big one. You dey crazy, you dey mad. Abeg, come make we go. For making me run, Alice.
You dey crazy, now you look face, you know.
Hey, see, no try me. I go do you another one. You see, say you get sense. Yes, you do.
Look illiterate.
No. Let me. They go. Hey, the man they come. Oh.
If you like, run go Mexico City. I don't care. You better come with me.
Hey!
Why are you running? Why are you running? Yeah?
What?
You owe me money. You have to give me back my money.
Which money? I owe you which money? Oh, because I'm running for you, eh? Now let me tell you something, Mr. Man. I'm only running because I don't want you to see me that I did not travel. Okay? Now that you have seen me, man, do your worst.
I just want my money back.